Be prepared. Tomorrow changes everything, and I mean everything. The cosmic energy that's been grinding you down for the past 3 weeks is about to flip completely. Most people have no idea what's coming. They think March is just ending like any other month, but they're missing the biggest shift of the entire year. Tomorrow, March 30th at noon, Venus, the planet governing money, love, attraction and material abundance, makes her grand entrance into Taurus. And this isn't just another planetary transit. This is Venus stepping into her absolute power sign, her throne, the Zodiac placement where she operates with maximum sovereignty and zero resistance. But here's what's really wild. If you've been feeling completely drained lately, like your worth isn't being recognized, or like every financial move has been a struggle, keep watching. Because there's one specific reason why this has been happening to you, and I'll explain it in a moment. But first, you need to understand why tomorrow is the turning point that separates those who will experience massive abundance from those who'll stay stuck in the same cycle. The universe just handed you a golden ticket, but most will throw it away. Let me be blunt. The past 3 weeks have been brutal. If you're spiritually attuned, you've felt it. Venus has been trapped in Aries since March 6th, and Aries is the absolute worst place for the planet of love and money to be. It's what astrologers call detriment, which is a fancy way of saying Venus has been operating in hostile territory. Think about it like this. Imagine trying to create a 5-course gourmet meal, but instead of a kitchen, you're given a battlefield. Instead of cooking tools, you're handed weapons. That's what Venus in Aries feels like. You're trying to attract wealth and love, but you're forced to fight for it, chase it, compete for it. It's exhausting, it's unsustainable, and worst of all, it doesn't even work. March has been a month of financial anxiety, impulsive spending, relationship tension, and this overwhelming sense that no matter how hard you work, you're not getting what you deserve. And there's a reason for that. Venus doesn't thrive on aggression. She doesn't magnetize resources through force, but in Aries, that's exactly what she's been forced to do. Tomorrow that ends. Tomorrow Venus walks out of the war zone and into her palace, and when Venus enters Taurus, her home sign, her power sign, everything shifts from pursuit to attraction, from hustling to receiving, from proving your worth to embodying it. Why March felt like a financial and emotional war zone? Remember when I said there's a specific reason you've been feeling drained? This is it. Venus didn't just struggle in Aries, she got absolutely pummeled by some of the harshest planetary aspects of the entire year. On March 7th, Venus collided with Neptune, the planet of illusion and confusion. Suddenly, financial decisions felt foggy. You couldn't tell what was a good investment and what was a scam. Romantic connections felt unclear. Were they real, or were you just projecting fantasies? Then, less than 30 hours later, Venus slammed into Saturn on March 8th. Saturn is the cosmic taskmaster, the planet of limits, restrictions, and harsh reality checks. Whatever illusions Neptune created, Saturn brutally destroyed. Relationships were tested, budgets were scrutinized, self-worth was questioned. It felt like the universe was saying, "Prove you deserve this." But it didn't stop there. On March 18th, Venus formed a perfect square to Jupiter, the planet of expansion and excess. And when Venus is already frustrated in Aries, and Jupiter magnifies everything it touches, what do you get? Overspending, financial overextension, romantic overindulgence, the desperate urge to buy your way out of discomfort or chase someone who isn't reciprocating. And then came the final blow. On March 26th, Venus conjunct Chiron, the wounded healer. This transit dug straight into your deepest insecurities about money and love. Am I worthy of abundance? Do I deserve to be loved? Why does everyone else seem to have it easier than me? If you've been asking yourself these questions, if you've felt like you're working twice as hard for half the results, if relationships have felt more like battles than partnerships, you're not imagining it. Venus has been in survival mode, and survival mode is not where wealth gets built or love gets nurtured, but tomorrow the survival ends. Tomorrow the thriving begins. The exact moment everything shifts. March 30th noon, Mark it, write it down, set an alarm if you have to, because this is the moment Venus crosses the threshold from Aries into Taurus, and the energetic shift will be immediate and undeniable. In Taurus, Venus isn't just comfortable, she's sovereign. Taurus is one of the two signs Venus rules, and it's her earth sign, her material realm, the place where she builds tangible, lasting wealth. When Venus occupies Taurus, she's not chasing money. Money chases her. She's not fighting for love. Love gravitates to her naturally. This is the cosmic equivalent of finally coming home after being stranded in a foreign country where no one speaks your language and everything costs 10 times what it should. Suddenly, everything just works. The friction disappears. The struggle stops. And abundance starts flowing in the way it was always meant to. Here's what this shift looks like in real terms. Financial decisions become clear, that fog that's been clouding your judgment. Gone. You'll suddenly know what's worth investing in and what's a waste of money. Your intuition around finances sharpens dramatically. Your self-worth stabilizes. You stop questioning whether you deserve to be paid well. You stop accepting less than your worth. You start commanding higher rates, better opportunities, more respect, not because you're being aggressive, but because you finally recognize your own value. Romantic connections deepen. If you're in a relationship, the chaos settles, the fighting stops. You reconnect with the sensual, physical, comforting aspects of love. If you're single, you stop chasing and start attracting. The right people begin showing up without you having to force anything. Luxury becomes accessible. Venus in Taurus loves quality. Suddenly, you're not just surviving, you're enjoying life. Maybe it's finally buying that thing you've wanted for months. Maybe it's treating yourself to an experience that actually feels nourishing. Whatever it is, it doesn't feel guilty or reckless anymore. It feels right. And here's the most important part. This isn't a 3-day energy spike. Venus will be in Taurus until late April. That's nearly a full month of this magnetic, abundant, stabilizing energy. A full month to build wealth. A full month to deepen relationships. A full month to finally feel like you're winning instead of barely surviving. 3 zodiac signs are about to level up, and it's not who you think. Now, while everyone benefits from Venus entering her power sign, there are 3 zodiac signs that are structurally positioned to experience this transit as a complete financial and romantic breakthrough. These aren't random picks. This is based on how Venus in Taurus activates specific houses in their charts, creating perfect conditions for massive abundance. And if you're one of these 3 signs, or you have strong placements in these signs, pay very close attention, because what's about to happen for you isn't just a shift, it's a permanent upgrade. Taurus, your identity becomes your biggest asset. If you're a Taurus, tomorrow is your cosmic coronation. Venus is your ruling planet, and when she enters your first house of identity, self and physical presence, you become the embodiment of what everyone else is chasing. For the past 3 weeks, you've felt invisible. Venus in Aries occupied your 12th house, the realm of hidden enemies, subconscious patterns, and behind-the-scenes work. You've been doing the inner work, healing old wounds, confronting shadows. It's been exhausting, and frankly, no one has noticed how much you've been carrying. But tomorrow you step into the spotlight, and it's not just about visibility, it's about magnetism. Your aura shifts, your confidence soars, and suddenly, opportunities that seemed impossible start appearing effortlessly. Here's what this looks like practically. Financial opportunities find you. You're not applying for jobs anymore. Recruiters are reaching out to you. You're not pitching clients, they're asking for your rates. You're not hustling for money. Money is flowing toward you because people recognize your value instantly. Your physical presence becomes powerful. People notice you when you walk into a room. You command attention without trying. Your energy is calm, grounded, magnetic. This is the Taurus superpower, effortless attraction. Romance becomes easy. If you're single, potential partners will approach you. If you're in a relationship, your partner will suddenly see you in a new light. Deeper attraction, more appreciation, renewed desire to invest in the relationship. You finally get paid what you're worth. This is the big one. Taurus, you've been undercharging, overgiving, accepting less than you deserve. Venus in your first house says, no more. You're about to set new standards, demand higher compensation, and people will pay it because you finally believe you're worth it. The next 4 weeks are your time to shine. Use them wisely. This energy doesn't come around every year. When Venus is in your sign, operating at full power, you have the cosmic green light to build serious, lasting wealth. Capricorn, your strategic investments are about to pay off. Capricorn, you've been playing the long game for years. While everyone else was chasing quick wins and instant gratification, you've been building foundations, making calculated moves, investing in things that wouldn't pay off immediately but would compound over time. And tomorrow, the payout begins. Venus entering Taurus activates your 5th house, the realm of creativity, speculation, pleasure, and yes, calculated financial risk. But this isn't gambling. This is strategic investment finally yielding returns. Here's what makes this transit so powerful for you. Taurus and Capricorn are both earth signs. They speak the same language: stability, tangible results, long-term growth. Venus in Taurus forms a perfect trine to your sun, which means the energy flows to you effortlessly, without friction, without resistance. What does this mean in real terms? Investments you made months or even years ago start paying off. Maybe it's real estate appreciating. Maybe it's a business venture that's finally profitable. Maybe it's a skill you invested time in learning that's now opening major doors. Whatever it is, the seeds you planted are about to sprout, big time. Creative projects become profitable. Capricorn, you're not known for being creative in the traditional sense, but you are brilliant at building systems and executing plans. Venus in your 5th house says those projects you've been working on, the ones you approached methodically and strategically, they're about to generate serious income. Romantic life becomes joyful again. You've carried so much responsibility for so long. Work, obligations, duties, it's all been on your shoulders. But Venus in your 5th house is giving you permission to enjoy yourself. Romance becomes playful, light, fun. And if you're in a committed relationship, this transit brings back the spark without the drama. You're stepping into an abundance era. This isn't temporary. This is the beginning of a major financial upswing that will last well into the rest of 2026. The discipline you've maintained, the sacrifices you've made, the long hours you've put in, they're all about to be rewarded in tangible, material ways. Capricorn, your time is now, and the universe is handing you exactly what you've earned. Pisces, your voice becomes your greatest moneymaker. Pisces, you've spent years giving your gifts away for free. You've been the empath, the healer, the creative visionary, the one everyone turns to for guidance, and you've done it all without asking for much in return. That changes tomorrow. Venus in Taurus activates your 3rd house, the realm of communication, local networks, skills, and commerce. And here's what's wild. The 3rd house is about monetizing your voice, your ideas, your ability to connect with people. For the past few months, you've been stepping into your power. Saturn and Neptune finally left your 1st house earlier this year, lifting years of confusion and restriction. You've been rediscovering who you are without all that weight on your shoulders. And now, Venus in Taurus is saying it's time to get paid for who you've become. Here's what this looks like. Your ideas become profitable. That thing you've been thinking about writing, teaching, sharing, people will pay for it. Venus in your 3rd house makes your communication style incredibly valuable. Whether it's coaching, consulting, content creation, or teaching, your words carry weight and people will invest in them. Local opportunities explode. The 3rd house governs your immediate environment. Expect opportunities to show up through neighbors, siblings, local businesses, or community networks. Money is closer than you think, literally right in your backyard. Collaborations become lucrative. Pisces, you've been doing everything alone for too long. Venus in your 3rd house is bringing collaborators, partners, and allies who see your value and want to work with you, and they're willing to pay for it. You finally set boundaries. This is the big shift. You've been the giver, the helper, the one who says yes to everyone, but Venus in Taurus demands that you value your time and energy. And when you start saying no to what drains you and yes to what pays you, abundance flows in fast. Pisces, the universe is done watching you undervalue yourself. The next 4 weeks are your chance to alchemize your gifts into cold, hard cash. And it's going to feel easier than you ever imagined. What happens when you ignore this energy? Here's the hard truth. Not everyone will use this transit wisely. Some people will feel the shift and still stay stuck in old patterns. They'll complain about not having money while refusing to raise their rates. They'll say they want love while pushing away anyone who shows genuine interest. They'll feel the abundance available and still operate from scarcity. And 6 months from now, they'll look back and wonder why nothing changed. Don't be that person. This transit is a cosmic gift, but it requires you to meet it halfway. Venus in Taurus will magnetize opportunities to you, but you have to say yes. You have to take the meeting. You have to ask for the raise. You have to invest in yourself. You have to stop settling for less than your worth. The energy is here, the door is open. The question is, are you going to walk through it? The money and love magnet is activated. Tomorrow, when Venus enters Taurus, something fundamental shifts in the collective consciousness. The aggressive, frantic energy of March dissolves. The scarcity mindset fades, and in its place, a grounded, magnetic, abundant frequency that rewards those who recognize their own value. This isn't about luck. This isn't about being in the right place at the right time. This is about alignment. When you align with your worth, opportunities align with you. When you stop chasing and start embodying, resources flow toward you naturally. Venus in Taurus proves that true wealth isn't built through aggression, it's built through presence. It's not won through force, it's attracted through frequency. And for the next 4 weeks, that frequency is dialed up to maximum. So here's what you need to do. Get clear on your value. What are you worth? Not what you've been accepting. What are you actually worth? Venus in Taurus demands that you answer this honestly. Set higher standards in your finances, in your relationships, in how you spend your time. If it doesn't meet your new standards, let it go. Invest in quality. This isn't about spending recklessly. It's about recognizing that cheap solutions create expensive problems. Venus in Taurus rewards those who invest in things that last. Trust the magnetism. Stop forcing, stop chasing. Trust that when you embody your worth, the right opportunities, people, and resources will find you. And most importantly, receive. When the money shows up, take it. When the opportunity appears, say yes. When love knocks on your door, let it in. Venus in Taurus is trying to give you everything you've been asking for, but you have to be willing to receive it. Tomorrow isn't just another day. Tomorrow is the beginning of a new financial and romantic reality. The question is, are you ready to claim it? If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.